What would you do if your own sister forced you to be the example of failure for her kids every single Sunday? And years later, when she lost custody, you adopted her children and made her watch through the window as they called you mom. It all started with a text from my sister Caroline. Sunday dinner, 5 p.m. Don't be late. No, please, no invitation. Just a command. That was Caroline in a nutshell. She was the perfect eldest daughter, a big house, a husband named Matthew, and 2 kids, Sophie and Luke. And me? I was a family disappointment, the one who didn't follow the script. That first Sunday, I arrived with cookies I had baked for the kids. Caroline threw them straight in the trash. "We don't eat processed sugar here," she said. Then came the real reason I was there. She sat her kids down and announced, "Children, Aunt Ava is going to explain why her life choices were wrong. Pay attention. This is what happens when you don't listen to mommy and daddy." Week after week, I was forced to be her cautionary tale. Why being unmarried at 34 was sad, why chasing dreams was failure. But here's the twist. Her kids didn't buy it. Sophie and Luke asked me questions in secret. They admired me. Luke once whispered, "I wish I could be brave like you, Aunt Eva." Meanwhile, Caroline's perfect life was crumbling. Matthew was drinking, the house was tense, and the kids grew more withdrawn. Then one night, I got a 2 a.m. call. Sophie was crying into a hidden toy phone. "Aunt Eva, Daddy's throwing things again. Mommy said it's because we're not good enough, like you." That broke me. I called CPS immediately. Investigators found years of abuse, emotional scars, violent outbursts, impossible standards. When the kids needed emergency placement, I stepped up. And guess what? My so-called failed life choices had given me the stability and independence to care for them. The judge granted me custody. Temporary at first, then permanent. The day the adoption was finalized, I saw a text from Sophie. "Mom, she's outside." I looked out. Caroline was standing on the sidewalk staring into my living room. I gathered Sophie and Luke in front of the big window. They had been begging to call me mom for weeks, and in that moment, they did. "Mom!" they screamed with joy. Luke pressed his little hand against the glass, grinning about his bad grade, a B- in math, which I'd celebrated because he tried his best. And Caroline? She just stood there for an hour, watching her failure of a sister succeed where she never could. So yeah, she wanted me to be the family's example of failure. Instead, I became the example of love, strength, and freedom for her kids. What would you have done in my place?